Hi guys, I've been trying to film this TikTok at my house for like the last 2 hours, and I finally realized that the quietest place that I can find to do this is my car. So I'm sitting in my car, and what I wanted to talk about today is Project 2025, and I want to address those of you who are afraid. And I want you to know that no matter how scared you are of Project 2025, you're not scared enough. Now, I think TikTok has done a fantastic job of informing people about Project 2025. I wish the mainstream media was on this as much as TikTok is. This needs to be shouted from the rooftops. The alarm bells are, it's past time for alarm bells about Project 2025. So at least it's being talked about on social media. But I think what a lot of people get wrong about Project 2025 is that they are explaining it as the culmination of an effort that's been in place for the past several years by the conservatives to implement a right-wing autocracy in this country. When the horrifying truth is that Project 2025 is not the culmination of anything. Project 2025 is the first step in a 50-year plan to implement a Christian theocracy in this nation. Think Taliban with a cross. If you think I'm exaggerating, I challenge you to fact check everything I'm telling you here. To understand Project 2025, you have to go back nearly 50 years to 1975 to the Dominionist movement. The Dominionist movement is a Christian evangelical movement that believes that Christians are meant to have dominion over the earth. And their agenda is to that end. Now, in 1975, excuse me, there were 3 members of this movement: Loren Cunningham, I think that's his name, Bill Bright, and Francis Schaeffer. And these men, these Christian white men, because it's always Christian white men, they believe they got a message from God telling them to take over the 7 pillars or 7 mountains of society in the name of Christianity. And that became the 7 Mountains Mandate. These 7 mountains or 7 pillars of society that the Dominionists wanted or believed that the Christians needed to take over is family, education, media, religion, arts and entertainment, business, and government. I'm not going to patronize you by sitting here and telling you what a Christian takeover of all these facets of society could mean for you. I think you already know. But I would invite you to do some further reading on this, because these people aren't playing. And just because they're not calling it the 7 Mountains Mandate to bring you attention, they don't want to bring attention to what their overall arching plan is. There are some who've let it slip. Charlie Kirk of Turning Points USA in 2020 said he was glad to have in Trump a president that would help carry out the 7 Mountains Mandate. So they are well aware of what Project 2025 will do. Project 2025 is just an appetizer to the main course of total shit we can all expect if the Christians take over and turn this country into a theocracy. I know there are good Christians out there who don't believe this way. I'm talking about the ones who want their religion to dictate your life and my life. Those people. Those are the ones you need to be afraid of. But the Heritage Foundation, who authored Project 2025, they know what this is. They know what the first step of this is. Control begins at home. And the first thing they need to do to fulfill the 7 Mountains Mandate is to take full control of the government. And to me, the most horrifying part of Project 2025 in a lot of ways is going to be the wholesale expulsion of any federal civil servant who does not swear loyalty to the right-wing Christian theocratic mindset. Because when those people get in power, when they get entrenched in our government like a choking vine, they are going to strangle any freedoms that we are used to. And it is not going to be easy to get rid of them. And after that, you're going to see the takeover. You're going to start seeing the takeover. And I'm talking their idea of what a family is and what a woman's role is in that family. Their idea of who does and doesn't have a right to exist. And I think we know what's going to happen to our homosexual friends, our trans friends. I think we know what this is going to mean for anyone who is not a white Christian male in this society. So y'all, be afraid, because fear is a survival mechanism. Be afraid. But don't be so afraid you are frozen. Do something. Tell people. Get involved. And even if you don't like the choice of who the Democrats are putting up in this election, vote anyway. Vote like your life depends on it, or the life of someone you love. Because it will. I'm not saying it may, it will. Thanks for listening. Now go do something.